Hey everybody, right here. Thanks for tuning in to another video. So guys, the first sneak peek has arrived. Heist 2.0 is now public knowledge. Also, it has been confirmed that we're going to be getting a new Jessie skin, and it looks epic. So we're going to be jumping into the images of those. Also, I want to give some of my speculations as to what sneak peeks are coming next from the images that were pulled from the Brawl Talk. Let's jump right into it. Alrighty guys, so let's start off with some images of Heist 2.0, and of course I don't have dev build, so I'm unable to get you guys some gameplay, but I reached out to Coach Corey and he allowed me to use some of his images from his gameplay in my video today so you guys can see everything about it. So at first glance of Heist 2.0, I gotta say my honest opinion, I am enjoying it. You all know that I've never been a huge fan for Heist just because it's always been really inconsistent for me, where sometimes in the current meta the attackers might be a little bit overpowered or the defenders might be overpowered given the situation of the current meta. I feel like this is going to be clearing that up, where it's going to be much easier to balance, where as opposed to it before, if you jumped into it and maybe you were the attackers and they weren't as good as the defenders, you're always like, dang it, this is probably going to be a loss. So I think it's going to be much more balanced with the double safes. It's going to be even on both sides. Also, I'm really excited to see what kind of strategy is going to be revolving around this, because basically now Heist is going to be which team is going to be able to overpower the other to get damage on the safe. So in my opinion, it's really exciting. I'm excited to get my hands on it so I can play for you guys. It's going to be really fun. So next, moving on to my opinion of Jessie Skin, you guys will see later on in the video where I speculated on an image from Brawl Talk that there might be a skin being added to Jessie or a rework of some sort. So I was right, I was correct. You guys will see that coming up later on in the video. Also, I'll be speculating on different images within that Brawl Talk so we can see maybe another sneak peek coming around the corner of those things. But nonetheless, let's talk about the new Jessie skin. Overall, I'm just happy that a new skin is coming to the game. I feel like it's been a very long time since we had a new skin. I think the last one was King Primo, so it's been a very long time. Now, my first thoughts of the skin itself is that it fits her perfectly. Jessie is kind of like a ditzy little girl, where things that are cute are gonna fit with her really well, and they really max out the cuteness level on the turret. It has a little like doggy ears and things like that, so I really like the skin on Jessie. There's not much to say about the skin or go into it or like pick it apart or anything like that. It's just a skin. I think I'm gonna get it right away, so let me know what you guys think of this sneak peek. I'm really pumped up for Heist 2.0. It's gonna be a blast. Also, the Jessie skin is pretty cool. Very cute. So let's move on to the remainder of the video where we analyze some of the pictures from the Brawl Talk, where I make predictions as to what could be possibly coming in future sneak peeks. So let's jump right into that. Alright guys, so let's get right into it. So the first image that we're gonna take a look at is of some sort of purple hue in the top left corner of the computer screen. So if we take a step back and think about what is actually in Brawl Stars that is purple, we come away with an epic rarity or the gem grab game mode. So possibly, if they're currently working on something related to Brawl Stars on that computer screen, it could possibly be that they're working on a new epic brawler or making different changes to gem grab map or creating a new gem grab map. On this Reddit post that I pulled this picture away from, they're speculating that it could be possibly an epic brawler, and I believe that in this next update, the rarity, or I'm speculating that one of the rarities of the brawlers coming to the game could possibly be an epic. If you take a look at the legendary, mythic, and the epic rarity, we only have 2 brawlers in each, so I believe that they want to kind of meet somewhere in the middle, making it somewhat easy for everyone to get that brawler. So I believe if I had to put some money on it, if I were a betting man, I would say that one of the brawlers is going to be an epic brawler. So if we see some purple on the screen, they could possibly be working on a new epic brawler rarity. That's what I'm kind of pulling away from that image, or it could just be a gem grab map. But that's what I'm kind of pulling away from it. Let me know what you guys think of this image. We'll roll on to the next image. So the next one you guys are seeing on your screen is a little bit more of a challenge to speculate on, and it has the least amount of information when compared to the other images that were pulled away from the Brawl Talk, because it doesn't really have anything definitive that we can pull away from the image that resembles anything within Brawl Stars at the given moment. It doesn't have a color that we can match to anything within Brawl Stars. It's gray, so it's very vague. It could be possibly like pieces, parts that they're adding to a brawler, but they kind of sounded like in the Brawl Talk that they had these brawlers designed and they were in play testing, so I'm sure these aren't something to do with a brawler. However, the things that we can kind of pull away from it, is the program that's opened up on the computer is definitely Photoshop. So they're designing something that's going to be implemented into the update, though that is very vague because there's a lot of things being implemented into the update. However, there has been speculation that it looks like pieces, parts to something. It could be some sort of robot of some sort because of the gray hue, made for like Robo Rumble or something like that, but that's really all we can draw away from it. We don't really have a whole lot, but it does look like pieces, parts, gray, mechanical something. Again, this is the least informative image that we can pull away from the Brawl Talk, but it is still enticing. We don't know what they're working on. It looks like pieces, parts. It's on Photoshop, so they're designing something. It's just very interesting. Let me know what you guys think this one is too. So moving on to the next image. So this one is definitely the easiest to pull something away from. It looks a lot like Jessie, and again, they're working on Photoshop, so they could be designing something revolving around Jessie. It looks like the brawler model, so they could be designing a skin of some sort for Jessie, making changes to her character. I'm about 80% certain that this is Jessie. However, we can't say concretely that it is because it is far away, and if you take a closer look at it, the top half resembles Jessie. You see the red hair, maybe a hat. Also, the shirt kind of looks the same color as Jessie's shirt in game. However, it kind of looks a little bit faded, or kind of cuts off at the bottom, where kind of the midway point where the shirt is all the image that we can see. She looks like she has arms, but they're very long, and at the very bottom, it's gray, matching the arms. So it might be that they're working on like half of the image of Jessie, or they could be designing a different brawler of some sort. The image is really interesting. It's Jessie, but like half of Jessie. That's kind of what I'm speculating. Could be possibly working on a skin for Jessie, and if not that, they could be working on a new brawler. And again, they're working on Photoshop, so they're designing something. But it's weird because again, the bottom half doesn't resemble Jessie at all. It's just one gray line extending from the midway point and two other gray lines that look like arms. But other than that, I'm not really certain as to what it could be. It just looks a lot like Jessie at the top half. Also, what could those post-it notes be at the bottom right hand corner of the screen? It resembles a green rarity. Could be a new rare brawler. So those were the three images that were pulled away from the Brawl Talk that could possibly resemble something that they're working on in regards to this update coming around the corner. It's very interesting. I'm not sure if the Brawl Stars dev team meant to have those in the background to let us know or to let us speculate a little bit more, maybe create a little bit more hype. But guys, you know I love speculating. It's really fun. Maybe you might get it right. It could be in the next update. Also, I feel like Supercell in general likes to add little sneak peeks before updates, or like Easter eggs. We've seen that previously in games like Clash Royale and things like that. So I'm feeling like they may have done this on purpose to get some sort of hype within the community. Obviously, I feel like if they would have done that setting, they would have known that we would have tried to pick apart the setting completely. All the stuff in the background, their computers and things like that. Why wouldn't we do that? So I'm sure they did it for some reason. I'm not sure. But nonetheless, it's incredibly interesting. So guys, again, let me know what you guys think of these three images. What could it possibly be? Now, I do want to take a look at a few more images. So over on the Brawl Stars Discord, they're having a discussion about Android and global, especially with this update coming around the corner. It is a very big update, and a lot of juicy things are being added to this update that could get us ready for global and Android. So obviously that's going to be brought up. And when does Android and global not going to come up in discussion within the Brawl Stars community? I feel like that is always something that people are talking about. But we did get an answer from Ryan. He said, guys, we still have no date for global, nor have we made decisions, so I can't tell you anything because we don't know ourselves yet. So later on earlier in the discussion, they're joking around about it and stuff like that, but then he made it clear that they really don't have an idea set in stone for global and Android. However, like I said before, I feel like a lot of these changes being added within Brawl Stars in this update are crucial for it to go global and Android. There's a lot of really important things within this update. It's going to be a very important update. Again, I feel like a lot of us are thinking that it's going to be coming very soon. However, after this update, they need to make sure that the numbers are doing well, how this update is going to respond and interact within the Brawl Stars community, whether it's received positively or negatively within the Brawl Stars community. All of these things are super important before they hit the Android and global release button. Also, another thing that's been circulating throughout the Brawl Stars community in regards to Android and global is that the anniversary of when the game was released in beta is coming around the corner, the 1-year anniversary. So a lot of people are thinking that it might be released on that date, though as we can see, Ryan said that we don't have a concrete date, nor we have any ideas. It is a cool idea that they might release it on their update, but don't draw conclusions to that. It's a really cool idea, but nothing is concrete yet, like Ryan said. The final image that I'm going to be leaving with you guys was a post over on Reddit by Sector03, and I feel like it depicts a really good representation as to what the global key collection is going to be like. So if any of you guys are confused as to what that is, this is a really good depiction of what it could possibly look like when the update rolls around. So as you can see at the very bottom below the game slots, we have a total bar of keys collected for all of the game modes. So if you jump into Showdown, it will add up to those keys collected. You don't have to jump into all three to collect coins anymore. You'll be able to just stick to Showdown or one individual game mode to collect your keys for your Brawl Boxes. So I feel like this actually looks really cool, and I love the concept. Let me know what you guys think of this one as well. We're definitely going to be seeing some changes to the interface, though it's not going to be an incredibly big overhaul. We do have those social features coming in, so I'm sure there's going to be some icons that we can click on for like a friends list and stuff like that. It's not going to be drastic, but there's going to be some changes as like this. So hopefully you all enjoyed the video of me speculating on this update. It's really exciting. I'm really excited to see some sneak peeks coming from the Brawl Stars dev team after this Brawl Talk. It's going to be incredibly fun. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button so you're notified about all the new update information and sneak peeks coming to the game very soon. Also, if you did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like on it. It really helped me out a lot. And with that being said, make sure to keep having fun with Brawl Stars, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.
I'm on my own, broken and alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found, but you don't care.